everyone, welcome back to Steins Gate. In the last episode, we granted Thetis's wish to send a message back to her dad in time, and then we changed divergence lines, and this one doesn't seem to have the otaku culture in OKABE. And we are going to go to May Queen plus Niao squared in order to try to figure out what the hell's going on, I think. In a final desperate attempt to deny reality, I run to May Queen plus Nyan Square, the maid cafe where Mayuri and Thetis work, and which Daru and I frequent. But upon arriving at the storefront, I am forced to my knees in abject defeat.
No.
It's gone. Damen! It's all gone. It's not just the moe stores. Even the maid cafes have disappeared. Mayuri, you work at May Queen, don't you? May Queen? What's that? A potato? May Queen plus Nyanya squared. Plus Nyan squared. I asked Daru too, but no reaction. Mayushi works at Limoine. Remember? Limoine? Is that a maid cafe? It's just a normal coffee shop. Is there even a single maid cafe in OKABE? Nah, man. People here hate moe business. Nobody would go. It's clear now. This has to be the result of Thetis's D-mail. The butterfly effect is at it again. Thetis said she had influence over OKABE's development board. They adopted her plan and embraced the moe industry. But by sending a D-mail to 2000, the world line has shifted to one where that never happened. OKABE is still electronics all the way. To think that a single mail could rewrite 10 years of... Is this 2010 in this game? Rewrite 10 years of town's history. Is it okay to change history on a whim like this? I almost feel guilty about it, but since I'm the only one who can remember the original OKABE, nobody can blame me. And it's not like I can change it back, but still, what in the world did Thetis's D-mail say? The next morning, I go for a stroll through the streets of OKABE. What I discover is that, although the chaotic energy familiar to me has receded, OKABE is still OKABE at its core. The few electronic stores that I used to frequent are still here. In fact, they've multiplied. You can still hear their loud theme songs and their cries of salesmen all the way from the sidewalk. Electronic otakus and PC maniacs walk the streets with unkempt hair, wrinkled clothes, and eyes burning with intense purpose. There are even cheerful foreigners taking in the sights. The maids and young female otakus have disappeared, but the hobbyist essence of the town is unchanged. I admit it's a relief. Yesterday I heard from Mayuri how we met Thetis on this world line. I was wondering since May Queen no longer exists. It was a small Rhine-knit tournament at a toy store in Ikebukuro. We went to cheer on Daru, but he dropped out because of a stomachache, so Mayuri and I ended up taking his place. Our opponent was Thetis. We got crushed, needless to say, but Mayuri says that Thetis was very gracious and gave us advice on how to play. That was the beginning of their beautiful friendship. Our past has changed considerably, yet we still ended up in the same close relationship we had on the last world line. Fascinating. Maybe Lady Luck is looking out for us. I got a mail. We're watching you. 9-6. What the hell? It's Jello. Is this a prank? Spam? Why red gelatin? Who's watching me? What's going on here? I spin around searching the crowd. A few passerbys look at me strangely. I don't care. Something's wrong. Goosebumps break out over my body. Is it really the organization? Serin? If so, then... this mail is a threat. My pulse skyrockets. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. What do I do? Do I tell someone? Who? I can't involve anyone. It's a prank. It has to be. Ignore it. But what if it's serious? Are the men in black coming? I'm dead. They'll erase me. Erase us. Should I call the police? No, not enough evidence. What do I do? What do I do? What the hell do I... The thoughts spin inside my head. Every pedestrian looks like an enemy. I flee from the crowd. After I manage to calm myself down, I head back to the lab. For now, I'll write that mail off as a prank. It's still early. Well, I guess it's actually noon, but Mayuri, Kurisu, and Lukaku are already in the lab when I return. I greet them, trying to keep the anxiety out of my voice. It's Sunday. Obon weekend. What are you doing here in the lab, girls? Pardon the intrusion, OKABE-san. Good morning, Okarin. The two cute high school girls waved to me in greeting. By the way, one of these girls is actually a boy. In any case, the sight warms my heart, or would, if not for a certain assistant who gives me a bored look before going back to reading. Do we know if Lukaku is actually a boy or a girl here? What are you doing? Mayuri and Lukaku are sitting next to each other on the sofa reading a book together. Looks like a cosplay photo album. Yesterday I went to Nakano to buy doujinshi, remember? While I was there, I found a photo album of a super cute cosplayer. So I splurged on it. Look, Luka-chan, it's a costume of Sedona from Bloodtune. It's so detailed and cute. It is. I see, she's showing it to Lukaku as part of the re-education. To think that he was so reluctant to get involved in cosplay, looks like Mayuri's persistence has paid off. Actually, judging by his obvious interest in the photo album, maybe he was always interested in cosplay, just too shy to cosplay himself. Take a look, Christian. It's amazing. I'm okay. Looks like Kurisu is not interested in the photo album. She just gives it a cold Instead, she's reading a difficult-looking English book. Damn it, this is no time to be showing off your intelligence. You're going to make Mayuri cry if you talk to her like that. Or so I thought, but Mayuri doesn't seem to mind, so I stay out of it. Wow, look at these swimsuits, so much skin. She's got a great figure, like a grab your idol. Must be nice. Nice, the swimsuits? I don't have that great a figure. Don't worry, Luka-chan. I'm sure you'll make our big friends breathe hard. Hey now, Mayuri. What are you saying? It's like you're referring to Daru with that remark. And plenty of people like flat chests, so even if you don't have breasts, you should still have confidence in yourself. Kurisu starts choking on her coffee. I know how she feels. I almost did a spit take with my soda. Mayuri's breasts are huge for her height, so her advice lacks a certain element of persuasion. I know. Once Kamima's over, let's go on a trip to the beach. Mayushi's been making costumes all summer. I haven't had time to play at all. What do you think, guys? A Labmen beach trip? All of the Labmens? I can't go. I have to go back to America soon, and I haven't even started packing yet. Yes, I can see you're in a rush. I bet you don't even have time to lounge around and read. Kurisu snaps her book shut and glares at me. Fine, I'll be blunt. There's no way I'm swimming with two perverts like you. If it's just the girl members, I'd happily go. Be honest, Christina. You don't want me to see the Mongolian spot on your butt. What the fuck is a Mongolian spot? I don't have a Mongolian spot. Anyways, if it's just girl members, then that doesn't that rule out Lukako? What's that supposed to mean? Didn't we tell you earlier Lukako's a bona fide guy? My declaration of the truth freezes the air instantly. Huh? There's something off about their reaction. You're the worst. Where do you get off calling her a guy? Yeah, Okarin, that's a terrible thing to say. Even Mayuri condemns me. Lukako, meanwhile, turns pale and hangs his head so I can't see his face. Is he crying? Normally, he'd get depressed and say something about how embarrassed he'd be to wear a swimsuit, but he wouldn't start crying. Christina, I understand your desire to deny the truth, but it's difficult to imagine that a guy could ever be so cute, but... OKABE! Kurisu advances on me with a stern glare. If you want to give me stupid nicknames, that's fine. I mean, it's not, but... What you said just now is below the belt. I didn't take you for the kind of guy who thinks it's funny to hurt people's feelings, but I guess I was wrong. You're a real jerk, OKABE. What? What did I do to deserve this tongue lashing? Apologize. Apologize to Urushibara-san right now. Wait a second. I don't have to apologize for anything. I just said the truth. It's okay. Lukako gets up from the sofa. His head is still hanging and his voice barely audible. So that's how OKABE-san sees me. No. That's not how I see you, Lukako. You're a guy, remember? Or are you denying reality too? You're the one denying reality. That's right, Lukako-chan's a girl. Okarin, you're terrible. Mayuri, when did you start calling Lukako Lukako-chan instead of Luka-kun? Cut it out already, OKABE. She's a girl. Mayuri nods in agreement. What's going on here? Is this some kind of prank? I'm going home. Lukako tries to slip by me out of the lab. I grab his hand and stop him from leaving. Hold it, Lukako. You can't... Shit. I pin Lukako's arms and reach for his package. Let's see what you're hiding down. Nothing. Oh? You? Oh? Huh? What? Why? I feel around some more. No, don't, OKABE-san. Please stop. Nothing. Nada. It should be there. I mean, he's a guy, isn't he? An electric current runs through my brain. No way. Yes way. So that's what happened. Lukako, you. The Gmail that I thought had failed. It was actually a success. You're a girl. That's what we've been saying. Bow. Half second later, Kurisu cracks me over the head with her heavy textbook. Hick, ugh, ugh. When my vision clears, Lukako is crying. Mayuri is rubbing her back comfortingly. Kurisu, meanwhile, is glaring down at me like I'm something she scraped off the bottom of her shoe. Daru, who arrived a moment ago, is in the corner trying not to laugh. Honestly, I can't blame him. Righteous high school girl makes perverted college guy beg for forgiveness. If I had to put a title to the scene, that's what it would be. The top of my head is throbbing, most likely because Kurisu whipped out 100 million of my precious neurons, envied by science all over the world. I put a moist towel to my head. I want to vivisect your skull and remove your brain for good washing. Then I'll submerge it in culture fluid so you can never do anything like that again. Anyways, just be thankful I haven't reported you to the police. Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Man, that was dumb. I didn't think it would be gone. Lukaku has become a girl. Her face hasn't changed and she's flat as a board, but she's definitely a girl. There's no denying what my hand didn't feel. I guess that ridiculous superstition was true. If you eat vegetables, you can have a girl. Does this count as a scientific breakthrough? Anyways, I better apologize to Lukaku. I hope she doesn't get PTSD because some pervert me groped her. I mean, she's a 17-year-old girl now. She was shy to begin with. I need to be gentle as humanly possible from now on. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she never spoke to me again. I have no one but myself to blame. I'll just have to accept the consequences. Anyways, what the hell made you think that Urushibara-san was a boy? As I already explained, we changed the past. Lukaku was a guy, but he wanted to be a girl, so we sent a D-mail to make his wish come true, and it worked. I knew the world line changed. My magic eye reading Steiner saw the shift in time, but I chose to believe my mundane sense instead. I should have had more faith in my powers. I won't make that mistake again. Kurisu calmly readies her book above her head. Want some more? I'm telling the truth. You have to believe me. I can explain this phenomenon logically. When we sent the D-mail, we changed the past, and all history changed as a result. My brain perceived that change. I leaped to my feet, overcome with excitement. Out of all mankind, I alone perceive changes in casualty. I am this world's observer. I look around, expecting to see awe in their faces. Sit down before I hit you again. I do as I'm told. Don't you understand? I'm the observer. I'm the one who opened the box holding Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat? Again? The Japanese can't get enough of that cat. You're Japanese too. I've had enough Schrodinger thanks. I do admit that kittens are cute though. Is that the sexual thing? Dodo's absolutely right. Whenever an anime wants to use quantum mechanics, the character always talks about Schrodinger's cat. Anyways, my magic eye has the power to perceive changes in the world line. The power is called Reading Steiner, as I've explained. And I told you that name is stupid, remember? It's English, like something from a kid's manga. Not to mention, it's a grammatical mess. And there's also the fact that it's half German. So there's no consistency there either. It's stupid. The same goes for that Steins Gate thing you're always talking about. Looks like you've got all that Mongolian spot on your butt. Looks like you still got that Mongolian spot on your butt, eh, Christina? Names are all about feelings. My creativity, compared to great Da Vinci himself, cannot be held by shackles of grammar. She hits me again. I'm seeing stars. Show a little remorse, huh? I'm sorry. Lukaku's still crying. And on that note, we're gonna leave this episode here. We're always making poor Lukaku cry. But anyways, if you're enjoying Steins Gate and you want to see more from me, then please subscribe and do all that YouTube shit. And in the next episode, we are, I guess, going to take our punishment and see what else is different about this world line. I don't know. We'll find out together. So I'll see you then.